Welcome everyone, here is audio 2 with our Tachyon experiment. It's been approximately 4 days since the original start of these, and we can see that we've now got some major activity with the growth of the broccoli sprouts. Now, it's very interesting here, and that's why it's so important to do experiments and so forth, is the fact that what we are seeing here is pretty much results that are opposite. Here is the actual Tachyon empowered. We can see the setup we have here. Now, before I didn't show you the setup, but let's look at it now. You have this specialized growing container, which is on a tilt so that you don't have too much water in there. You have the plate underneath it, so it's perfectly held into place. There's a Tachyon in the center of here. I don't know if we can actually move this a little and see it. There we go. There's a Tachyon cell that's actually right in there. These are strictly glass cells that serve as an antenna for the tachyons. They attract tachyons. It is not tachyon. So they are an accumulator or an attractor, kind of an antenna. Now, underneath this, we have the large, so we can get a good shot of that, we have the large tachyon disc placed in the proper way so that the energy flows up. Then this goes right on top of it, and you have your sprout growing. You can see that this is an excellent system for growing sprouts. It's very easy. It's clean. It's able to be washed. You have clear containers, stainless steel here. Any water that's extra flows into the bottom little white tray here, which is quite interesting. So it's a nice little, I recommend anyone who wants to grow sprouts to use these. And they're, unlike a lot of sprouters, they are relatively inexpensive. I think these are around $20 to $25 US. A lot of sprouting machines can be very expensive, and you get quite a bit of sprouts in these units, and it's hard to eat all these. I'll tell you right now, once you have them, unless you're sprout crazy. I put them in everything, but it's still difficult to eat them. Now here's the non-tachyon empowered, and they sit next to each other just like this. So this is how they're placed, and for some unknown reason, we seem to be having much greater growth in the non-tachyon empowered sprouts. So what does this mean? Of course, we'll continue this to see exactly what happens. There could be some spurt of growth for some reason in this jar. The exact same, everything is exactly the same. Same water, same environment, same seeds, same amount of seeds, etc. Yet the tachyon empowered or affected sample is actually, while it's starting to grow, appears to be a little bit less. In terms of the actual growth, in terms of size, it seems to be relatively the same right now. It's hard to say, is there more growth in terms of size and other things here? It's a little bit deceptive because there looks to be more growth here than in the actual tachyon. But we're going to have to see here exactly what happens. And this is the kind of important research that must be done with any subtle energies. With all these orgone items out there that claim to have these energies, well, how do they affect living matter? You're living matter too. So we need to find out whether these things are more comic book technology. Do they work? Or is this something just pushed upon you for profit? And there's a lot of profit in this. This is not a final result yet. We're going to have to go through the end of this, and then I will repeat it again. But here we have a lot of tachyon energy, and there's certainly, at this very beginning stage, we can only conclude that it's not having any effect at all compared to the control subject, which actually may seem to be doing a little better. Could tachyons be interfering with growth? Stay tuned. More to come.